What is the worst thing someone has ever said to you? My husband of 20 years told me, angrily, in front of our children that he didn't want to be married anymore, called me a female, and stomped off. What he didn't know was I already knew. I'd found out the day before on Mother's Day that he'd been cheating on me for almost 4 years. Yes, I suspected for at least a few months prior to that, with his 25-year-old lab assistant. And Mother's Day was the day I learned she was pregnant. I knew he would tell me he didn't want to stay married, so I asked the kids to convince him to talk with me in private before he headed out of town for a few days on a business trip. It was very hard to make that request. I knew it would be the beginning of the end for us as a couple, but I also didn't want to rob my kids of a happy family. They deserved better than I was able to provide at that point. When we did get to talk, I surprised him by being mostly calm. I told him he needed to be honest with me. I told him I'd been reading his cell phone and checking email since I took Mother's Day off. He always used his phone for work email. His company laptop was in my office, but I put a keylogger on it 3 weeks earlier. I'd known for a few hours that he'd gone into work that day after I caught him returning home at 3:30 in the morning.
You can now check if there's a part 2.